Hey boo, hey boo. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time of seeing this beautiful face, my name is Damilola Adebowale. I do love my surname. I don't know why. From the title of this video, you know I'm not here to play, right? So I'm going to be telling you guys I'm going to be giving you seven in-demand tech jobs that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with coding. You do not need to learn a programming language. Clap for me. I clap for myself if you don't. These days, a lot of people have been thinking about going into the tech space because most people, or a lot of people now, say that tech is the new blood money, right? Because we cannot have too many tech solutions, and there are still problems that we still need solutions to them, or tech solutions to them. This is a book, and if you've been watching my previous videos, you know that I work with this company here, Brush Stays. I love this book so much because it's white and I have a pen as well. So Brush Stays is a listing platform where you can book your short-let apartment, short-term rentals, and all that. Do well to check us out on Insta and our website on bushstays.com. So one, UI designer, right? Now, as a UI designer, UI designers are in demand because their job is like the first step to any sort of web development, right? Before you build any website, before you build any mobile app, before you do anything that has to do with anything that has a design, UI designers are very important. UI means user interface, right? So they design what a user sees on the screen. So if you go to a website, if you go on a website, what you see on the screen from the navigation bar is like that bar that has the home, about us, all those pages, to every other single thing, to the footer, to the body, and everything on the website. They design it, they do the colors, the font, and make it look beautiful. That's why sometimes you go to certain websites, that used or that had good UI designers, you go to the website and you're like, oh my god, I love this website, I love the colors, everything is beautiful. That's the job of a UI designer. All you need is to be very creative, have good color sense, color combination sense, and be very good at graphics, and you are good to go. Moving on is UX designer. Now, sometimes people use the words together, UI, UX, but those could actually be two entirely different careers, right? But I mean, if you know both of them, it's an added advantage to you. Now, as a UX designer, UX means user experience. Now, as a UX designer, when the UI designer is designing, or when the UI designer has designed a web application or a mobile application, the job of a UX designer is to make sure that whatever the UI designer has designed is easy for users to use. So for example, there are sometimes when you go to a website, so there's a website that I saw recently, and I brought it to their attention, and I said, oh, it's difficult to navigate your website because I mean there's a sign up page. So the website, you're supposed to be able to sign up, right? Create an account before you can even purchase anything. You have to create an account. But then on the navigation bar, on the homepage, on the first bar, I cannot see a sign up button, right? They have their sign up button in the footer. The footer is like the end part, the last part of a website where you have your copyright, clinical, all those stuff. And that was where it was. And I said, this website is difficult to navigate. I do not have the patience to go through and look for where to sign up. I mean, these things. So that is the job of the UX designer. They make sure that web applications and mobile apps and every other thing related to that are easy for a user to navigate, so that the user experience is good. Do you understand? Because if you have a complicated website or a complicated mobile app, chances are people would not even have time to do any of that. So that's a career path that's very in demand, because I mean, everybody wants their website or their product to be good enough that people don't have problems navigating their website and stuff like that. Now, the next one is product manager. I hear that these people actually get paid more than software developers in some companies in Silicon Valley. I'm not sure, but I did see that. And I'm like, I think I'm going to start a career as a product as a product manager or into product management, right? So as a product manager, you manage the product. So when you have a product or when there's a product, you are responsible for the, all the stages of the product, the conceptualization, how the project is. You're managing the product generally. So let's say, for example, you have a rideshare app, you have a product manager that manages all the process of the product development and all that. The person doesn't need to know how to code, but having experience with one or two programming languages and how web developers or how software developers work would be an added advantage for you, so that you can be able to understand what they are doing and make sure that the end result of what you want, when you speak someone's professional language, do you understand? It gives you better, you can flow better with them. Imagine a clueless person trying to work with a web developer or a software developer, and you have no idea what the person is doing, then it just doesn't click. So that's another tech part or career that you can consider going into. Next one I have here is QA, also known as quality assurance. Now, as a quality assurance expert or specialist, right, what your job is also a non-coding job, if as not at all. What your job is to ensure that after the product manager has made sure the product has been developed, the UI UX designer has done their thing, the software developers have done their thing, you are like a tester. They're like quality assurance specialists test products to make sure that the product meets up to standard. Do you understand? So, for example, you're putting out a website or a digital product or a mobile phone, not even necessarily a website, like a mobile phone. You're creating a mobile phone or you're building a game or something. And after you've built it, after doing your beta testing and all that, you still need a quality assurance expert to test the product. Somebody outside the company, somebody that is not biased. The person might even be an in-house quality assurance specialist as well. Your job is to test the product to make sure that the product meets up to standard, and users or your potential customers or clients will not have a problem when using that product. Do you understand? Or at least they will not have a lot of problem, because no matter how good a product is, sometimes bugs and all those things, and there's something that you just cannot control. But before putting it out in the market, quality assurance expert do that. So that is also a career path that you can take. Is a non-coding tech job, and you make good money as well. The next one is a tech writer. Now, just as we have writers in different fields, right? We have bloggers that are specifically focused on food blogging. We have bloggers that do real estate. That's how we have technical writers. Now, the job of a technical writer is to write articles, blog posts, and all that. Just basically create content around the tech space. So you don't need to be a software developer to do that. You don't need any coding job, and you make good money. I mean, all you need to be a tech writer is to be creative. And then, of course, another thing is you have to do a lot of research and speak to a lot of experts in your field, or whatever part of the tech world you're working in. You have to interact with developers or software engineers and all that, and understand what they do, so that you can, and a lot of research as well, so that you can be able to create content that is tailored towards that direction, and people that are in the tech space can interact with it very well. Another thing is a project manager. Now, a project manager is a little bit different from a product manager. So as a project manager, what you do is you supervise a particular project, right? So they can have a company can have one product, right? But that one product has lots of departments covering it. So you can just manage, or a company can have like a whole lot of products. Now, as a product manager, you can manage various products. But as a project manager, they can say, okay, your own now is to manage just the mobile app, or just the website, or just this part of the job, and then you definitely be reporting to probably the product manager. Last but not the least is mobile app designer. Now, as a mobile app designer, what you do is to design applications specifically for mobile phones, right? for mobile phones, tablets, iPads, stuff like that, so that those apps can function or work properly in different sizes of devices, or different device sizes and different device types. For example, we can have, as a mobile app designer, you can design for iOS and you can design for Android as well. You understand? So you design applications in a way that it is responsive for mobile alone. Those are the non-coding tech jobs that I have for you in today's episode. I don't know why I'm calling it an episode, but tell me what you think. If there are more you'd like me to share with everybody, kindly leave it in the description down below. If there's anything I did not get right in the video, kindly let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That is the only way you get to support my channel. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Please do not forget to check out my previous videos as well. And thank you. Bye.